Lexington and Concord. Boom, boom, booms, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Where we go all. Where we go one, we go all. All. Not some. And it's fight, 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 fight. We
Let's
will.
Go.
Oh.
I said, let's go. Charging forward. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's go. Right on, Mr. President. Thank you very much. And with that, I'd like to bring in my partner in justice, Mr. Shady Grooove. Shady, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello. Happy Q's Day.
Oh, it is Q's Day. It's Q's Day. We're hanging out with our friend over there on Twitter, Mr. Mike Rothschild. Hopefully, he did send his regards to everyone.
Yes, he did.
He has work to do today, but we did invite him on the show as well. I would love to have him on. Love to have him on. Mike Rothschild, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Also, Mike tweeted our friend and mod there, pseudonym Shady. Did you see that?
I did see that. How's that going?
I guess it's going good.
Glad to hear.
Oh my gosh. So, it's, future proves past. Shane is from the future. It's Wednesday there. And I believe Kiwi Patriot is also a future proof pastor listener. So, yep. Sue is now famous. Oh, Chatelet. How you doing? Guys, welcome to the Matrixxx Groove Hour. We can't do this without you. Thank you very much for coming today, guys. We've got, you see those cool little emojis and stuff. Link below to join the YouTube link, Q Army Plus. If you get the plus Q Army Plus, you can join our Discord. Last night we kind of had an after party, after rally party
fun.
Over there. Yeah.
We got everybody in the Discord and getting to know everyone a little bit more. It's really what a great adventure we are on, my friend.
It really is, and it's great to share it with like-minded patriots. It's an amazing time to be alive, guys. It really is, and I'm so honored to be here with you, having a voice with Shady Groove. I don't know how to express it. It's amazing.
Well, it really is, man. And I would like to say that the guys out there in the YouTube chat and digital world, we definitely go above and beyond to try to provide fun and real information at the same time. It's a lot of gnarly stuff that we look at every day and we dig into, and so we really just try to lighten it up a little bit and keep everybody on the path of winning.
Linda Taylor's in a prayer meeting right now. We need prayers for Queued Up's mom. We need prayers for Rocket Girl. Rocket Girl's attending a funeral today. So prayers. Let's lift up all of our Anons and Patriots that need some prayers, need a little bit extra because they work, my friend. The people are amazing. I'm not in Discord because no one will help me. Oh my gosh, dogs. Sue will help you, my friend. So get with Sue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sue's like, oh, geez, Matrixxx, come on. But
she's like, I just woke up.
Yeah. And United States of Q says moment of silence for all the prayers real quick. Here we go. Yeah. And prayers for our president and all the people in harm's way, exposing and working on this beautiful plan that we're watching unfold. Get your popcorn. So this is Mike Rothschild, Shady. QAnon guru Jeffrey Peterson, a.k.a. intheMatrixxx, is having an epic meltdown over his beloved movement being extensively covered by national media outlets and stories that include numerous direct quotes from Q believers. I'm not sure why this is so upsetting for him.
Well, I don't either. It seems like that they're saying exactly what he thinks.
Yeah, they're saying exactly.
I don't think that we're melting down. Are you melting down, bro?
No.
Well, check your feet. Make sure they're not turning to liquid.
No, they're there.
They're good, and you're not coming out of your Skin.
Not coming out of skin.
All right, so there's no meltdown happening within the Matrix. It looks like the meltdown is happening with New York Times, the Wall Street Journal.
Hey, Shady, I want to tell you the truth. I'm kind of melting down a little bit. This movement
You're
is dangerous.
out.
This movement is dangerous, Shady.
What's it doing to you, Bill?
It's exposing all of our crimes.
Well, you were just putting them out there for people to find it.
Right?
We're hiding it, Bill.
Oh, my God. You guys aren't supposed to be that smart, Shady. Bill, come on.
You weren't like Tom Cruise in the closet.
Jeez, Mikey's always having a meltdown. So I actually respect Mike Rothschild, because if we love our adversaries, if you will, I mean, he just doesn't believe what we believe in, and he doesn't, stop to look at the facts, and that's okay. Because we know better, and there's a lot of people under here trolling him.
Well, he might have wanted Hillary to win.
Well, he did. Let's take a look at Mike. Here he is.
Whenever people lose, they get a little bit, crusty.
Look at what he's got here on there. The Q on the trade towers. I mean, that's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not a pleasant banner, bro.
Yeah, no, Mike. That's actually a little interesting. So there you go. Also, let's go real quick and show. Here it is, QAnon. Oh, QAnon people love Christ almost as much as they love calling others pedophiles. Almost. So apparently this is Storm is Upon Us, but that's not the Storm is Upon Us. Oh, look, Tinky Minky, Mikey Rothschild chirping. Yeah.
That's a fake account.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah.
That's not Joe M, but he's making it look like it is.
That's right. That's interesting. Maggie Haberman was upset. 46-46. The crowd in New Hampshire is chanting Don Jr. because Mike says, folks, Democrats don't win 2020. We're going to have Trump's running for president for a generation. Yeah. And now he's got vote blue no matter who. So
it might be Ivanka first, but it'll be one of the two.
Who do you want? Do you want a Pocahontas? Do you want an old communist guy? Do you want some dude with half a brain, Biden, that touches kids? Guys, you got to have some better. Some guy that farts, Shady. I mean, we got to have some.
I'll choose the guy with the blonde, hairy legs.
Right.
I mean, what are you gonna pick? You got to pick one.
Right.
Boot edge.
Boot edge edge.
Boot edge edge.
Boot edge edge.
I love it.
Where's the pseudonym? Oh, look, I'm in here too. I somehow missed the 2 years ago QAnon alluded to Supreme Court Justice Ruth having shared classified nuclear technology with North Korea. Huh. Well, interesting. Q is a lot, I tell you. Where's the one for Sue? Did you delete it? I'm trying to find it.
It was right there near the top.
Yeah. Let me see. Because we got to give pseudonym some props here. Here it is, right here. So Q Guru, Storm is Upon Us, has fellow guru in the Matrix blocked. While also feuding with Dustin Nemos over the profits from their book, while QAnon promoters argue over money, patriotism, and doctrine, these folks fight each other as much as they fight the deep state. Well, I'm not fighting anybody. In fact, I respect and love Storm is Upon Us. His videos are phenomenal. Dustin has a Q book that is amazing. And I guess there is a little bit of a feud between Storm is Upon Us and Dustin, but that's not my business. Very interesting, isn't it?
I like how he's keeping up with us.
Yeah, that's not at all what happened. This has nothing to do with any monies. It has to do with, I guess. How do you? I don't know.
Well, the thing between him and Dustin, I think, has to do with it has to do with the book. They wrote the book together, and I think Joe M just kind of acted like he didn't want anything to do with it, and so kind of separated a little bit. But I don't think they're feuding.
Right. And if you are out there, Mike, hi. And we would like to, offer you to come on the show sometime. We'd love to have you. Because Oscar,
anytime,
welcome.
Mike, come on.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk.
Yeah, because this is a free forum. I mean, he has every right to think the way he wants to. And I don't have any.
I'd love to know what he.
Yeah, so here it is right here. So I said, hey, Mike, come check out the show at 1 p.m. East. We'll be going over the articles from MSM Meltdown and yours, too. See you there. So we're going to go over the articles of the MSM Meltdown and about QAnon. And that's really it. But he said, appreciate the offer. Maybe another time. Too much other work to do. I'm still not sure why major media outlets giving your movement objective coverage is a meltdown, but I'm just a dumb lib. And I said, all good, Mike. We want to come on the show sometime. We would be honored. Oh, and don't be too hard on yourself. Chat soon.
Well, it's not his fault that that's what he thinks.
I know.
And the media coverage that they're giving is
it's objective.
Yeah, it's completely objective. They are really showing both sides to the middle here.
Yeah. I mean, Mike, come on the show. Would love to have you. I know a lot of people are like, block him, but he's actually been very, courteous and cordial, and I appreciate that. And it's okay to to have him constantly showing stuff about us, because I don't mind.
Any news is good news.
Yeah, this is good news, guys. This is actually good news. This is the thread that we did for yesterday, but we basically had this thread drop on our show. I actually had to do it after the show, but I said, thank you, Q, for posting during our live show today. I think we got our 5-5. I mean, maybe it's coincidence, Shady, but I just tell you, when Q posts during our show, I'm just so honored, and it's great to dig with you guys. Snortrix. And Carly called me Snortrix. But excuse me, Q posts during our show, Shady, and I think it's awesome to dig these live with the great Patriots right here in this chat room.
I love the aspect of the circular reporting where Q can make a drop and then we go over it immediately and just in the moment look and see what it is and dig from there. That's just a load of fun.
That's right. And then obviously this is Did Mueller. I mean, this is a great post right here. Shady, you want to should we just cover these real quick, guys?
Sure. All
right, let's do it. Why don't you go ahead and read this guy? This is a great meme, by the way. The hunt is on. Hunters become the hunted.
This is Q post 3850. The hunters become the hunted. And Q says, did Mueller open the door to Ukraine? Did Mueller open the door to FISA illegal? How do you introduce evidence legally? Did impeachment provide a platform to discuss findings of Ukraine? And how do you introduce evidence legally? Did impeachment, where'd I go? Harm or help POTUS public? How do you introduce Dems' high crimes prior to the public? Mm-hmm. Why didn't POTUS remove Hussein holdovers from the NSC? Do you really believe that POTUS and team trusted Hussein, the doer, to remain within the administration and work to enact POTUS agenda without basic or whatever?
Here, let me go over to here, Shady. Hold up. Let's go over here because this is what I think is okay. There you go, brother.
Okay, there we go. Now I can see it better. Did you really believe that POTUS and team trusted Hussein holdovers to remain within the administration and work to enact president agenda without bias or confrontation? How do you awaken the induced coma public fake news control from their long sleep? Sometimes allowing your enemies to openly attack. Logical thinking. So can you say trap? Mm-hmm. Set up?
Mm-hmm.
Cue?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's taking.
And look at the fake news control over the objective, as Mike Rothschild says, of the objective content, of coverage of the Q movement.
And also with the Mueller investigation and the way that all ended up playing out, how did that turn out 2 years later from the beginning of the Q drops and what Q was saying? Who is Mueller? What's Mueller really doing? Is he really trying to be the FBI investigator again? He was put there to expose all of this stuff for a legal introduction to the mainstream or to the bloodstream of mainstream America.
That's right. And let's read this meme too, Shady. This is amazing if you read it. I'm sorry if I cut you off. Continue your thought.
No, you didn't cut me off.
Okay.
You're good.
Below the depths of the DC swamp, the hunt is on. The invisible war for the future of our republic. The tables are now turned. And now the hunters become the hunted. Patriots in control. In honor of Donald J. Trump, Q-Team, Patriots, all Anons, and every member of the Great Awakening engaged in the hunt. Where we go one, we go all. enjoy the show. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a great meme, Shady.
It really is. And it invokes the Red October too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
There's so much stuff pointing back to that.
So then, we got the next one here, Shady. This is the what advantages, is that the next one? Let me see, 3851 right here. This is the Washington Examiner, Washington Secrets bigger than Vindman. Trump scrubs 70 Obama holdovers from NSC. We got what we needed. There is no step 5. Thank you for playing, Q.
Hey, Matrix.
Yeah.
There is no step 5.
Oh my gosh, there is no step 5? Woo, thank goodness, because boy, I tell you.
I know.
I know.
Step 4 is enough. I know.
I know. That's a shout out to my buddy and Patriot friend, iPod, right?
Yes.
3852. This is what advantages might exist when you know the other side's playbook. Merriam-Webster-Dictionary.com. Merriam-Webster.com dictionary. Trap. Enjoy the show. Caught them all. Q. I love that
Caught them
one.
in the act. Caught them with their hand in the cookie jar.
Yes.
Oh, they're so concerned about Ukraine, Mr. Schiff, with your dinner with Ukraine. We know, bud. Stop it.
I know. And, we caught them all. We caught everybody. We even caught, the people attacking Q.
Which is the worst sin?
Why does this happen every time, Shady? I just want to get Q post 2213. Hang on one second. I want to go to Q post 2213 because this is about the playbook, right? So 2213 is this post right here. And it's this is the meme. And this is when he was talking about the playbook. And this is a Q proof. This is the Supreme Court is one of the main reasons I got elected president. I hope Republican voters and others are watching and studying the Democrats' playbook, right? So if you look at this with the narrative shift, right? This is Q post 2136, number 78 on Patriots Fight. Down here, it says, let me just see if I can get that a little bit bigger for you guys. It won't go down. Give me one second. All right, so way down at the bottom, Rep. Adam Schiff. The DOJ and FBI have previously informed me that the release of some of this information would cross a red line. Declass FISA, RR Force, to red line. New playbook needed. We see you, Q. So this was a Q proof from 18 September 2018, and then 18 September 2018, 8:54 p.m., and Q posted it in the afternoon, 3:57. Very interesting. So that's an amazing one about the playbook. So what's happening is I believe Q is telling us to watch everybody in regards to the playbook. Attacking POTUS, Q, who else, Shady? Brett, the Justice, Kavanaugh, their Barr, Sessions, Nunes, you, right. Me, right? And this is the Q post right here. It says, do you believe in coincidences? Think of context. Nothing to see here, Q. And it links to this Twitter account. Huh. Interesting. New playbook needed. We see you. And POTUS and the others are watching the playbook, guys. So that is interesting. And think of the context. I mean, the Q people, Q, POTUS, everybody are all being attacked by the same darn playbook, folks.
It's all projection.
It's all projection.
We project onto the other what it is we're doing.
Right. Exactly right. I can't see chat right. There we go. There's chat. Very interesting, right, Karen? So Q pointed us to that playbook in that post that we just read about Trap. Caught them all, right? Right there. Then we've got the next one, Shady. This is what we believe was the 5-5. During the show, 2323 is the Q timestamp of right here. Look at that, 2323, Shady.
This was the third one dropped here in the show yesterday after you asked for a 5-5.
Right. and very interdasting in my opinion. And then we're kind of talking about, because we went over to some great Patriots, Twitter pages, and we couldn't get to them. And all I was calling for was unity. And it's amazing that, unity was here. Also, didn't it seem like that the speech last night almost followed this exact flow? He talked about where we go one, we go all. Drops will go fast. He was talking about we're getting stuff done fast. He talked about the White House clean signature marker. Everything is planned. Years, message, unity, awakening, we fight, Lexington, Concord, stay together, Q. I mean, that almost sounded like what POTUS went over last night, right? And also, he kept saying 191. You guys caught that, right? 191 judges now.
Yep.
And he read, what was the poem that he read, guys? Do you guys remember?
I remember.
Okay, so we even pulled it up. So let's look for post number 191. And he read the snake.
Remember the snake story that he read at the rally last night, everyone?
This is it.
Post 191 connects us to the auditorium at the Vatican.
That's right.
That is a large reptile.
That's right. And 181 judges are huge, is huge, yes. And Peruvian coffee, my favorite. LK Dark to Light, thank you very much. Look at that, guys. The snake story. 191.
What happens when you invite a snake in your house? It bites you.
That's right. That's right. So I thought that was very interesting. Then we've got Q post 3850. What happened following Bolton's departure? And what happened following Bolton's departure from the White House? White House clean? What happened following impeachment? Nadler, Pelosi, Schiff cannot walk down the street. Imagine that, Q. And then Q talking right here to us at 3854 drops this meme again. This is the second time this meme has been used. The greatest military intelligence operation of our time. Back channels are important. Attacks will only intensify. You attack those who threaten you the most. Enjoy the show. Q.
And all of a sudden, tons and tons of brand new mainstream articles saying the exact same thing that the last mainstream article said.
That's right.
Say, can you update the file a little bit? We've had another 1,000 drops since the last attack.
Right. So I thought that was very interesting. The bigger than Vindman, the 5-5 possibly. We did do that show, and thank you guys for coming. But did you see this, Shady? If you look at this post again, let's go over this. Check this out. What do you think? So post number 2067, right? Let's go over to that right now. 2067. Okay. Both C3HA5 members, House Senate in S6 session tomorrow. Once there was D1 dark, the E2 is now light. Q. Now let's read this again over here. Right here. So post number 2067 D1 E2 C3 L4. There is no step 5. S6. There is no step 5. What do you think, guys? Wow.
No step 5.
No step 5.
I love there's no step 5,
Shady,
by the way.
is there a step 5?
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
You got your step 4, but that's all you get.
Right. And then we got this. Look at this. We got Q proofs for Concord. Look at. Here we go.
You know how famous Concord is? Concord. That's the same Concord that we read about all the time, right? Concord. I love Concord.
Wow. And I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He said Concord 5 times. And he kind of did a little air cue, but we read about that all the time. Oh, do we? Well, there's 4 posts here with Concord in it, Shady. So let's read about it all the time.
Yeah.
You guys want to read about it? Like to read about it? Here it goes. Shady, why don't you... This is... Okay, so 992 is the one that Q linked us to...
That we just read.
Actually...
Yes,
no.
it is.
1820.
Yeah, because it was a repost, so you're seeing 2 different dates.
Gotcha.
On the other one. So because he was reposting a repost. So this is now 3 Q drops.
Gotcha, because follow Bolton, clean stage, learn how to archive offline. The streets will not be safe for them. Right. So then we've got this one. Shady, why don't you take this one? I'm going to make it bigger.
All right.
It's the entire... Let me get it bigger first real quick. 1 second.
This one's very relevant.
Yep, it is. The entire world is... This is 2346 from 11/6/18. Shady?
The entire world is watching. Patriots from around the world are praying for America. We are all bound by a feeling deep inside, a feeling that cannot be publicly expressed for fear of ridicule, a feeling that challenges the mainstream narrative against that which we are told to accept and dare not question, put simply, that people are being abused by those in power and time is running out. Remember the battles of Lexington and Concord. Give me liberty or give me death. For far too long, we have been silent and allowed our bands of strength that we once formed to defend freedom and liberty to deteriorate. We became divided. We became weak. We elected traitors to govern us. We allowed evil to prey on us. Those who claimed to represent us gave us false hope and made false promises. The evil and corruption only grew. This is more than party politics. This is about restoring old glory. This is about saving our land and our people from those who wish us harm. This is about preserving our republic. This is about preserving our safety. This is about restoring our strength. This is about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is about protecting our children. This is about saving America. We are all God's children.
I love this part. Go ahead.
We are fathers. We are mothers. We are daughters. We are sons. We are brothers. We are sisters. We do not look at race. We do not look at skin color. We are united in these states of America. We are and always and will always be patriots. We must rise again. We must unite again. We must fight again for God and country. Please answer the call and vote. God bless America. Where we go, one we go all. Q. That's one of the best posts. It's there's like 10 of them that are really amazing like that. But you heard the way he said Concord last night.
Yeah.
We were talking about Lexington and Concord yesterday. Look at what Concord means. It is the shot heard around the world. It is the signifier of our liberty. And what we have, and we're going to get into that here in a few minutes, with this mainstream news, if you listen to what they're saying crazy stuff like, oh, they want people executed who are their political opponents.
Yeah.
That's very interesting that they're saying that. No one in the Q movement wants anyone executed because they're a political opponent. The only people that we want dealt with are the people that have spent their lives deep in corruption. Whatever the sentence is for their crime is irrelevant. I don't even know that they're guilty. I just want them tried.
Right.
Whatever the sentence is, the sentence is. I just want to see justice. If they're not guilty, then they'll easily be able to prove they're not guilty like the president did. Otherwise, that is a complete spin that the media is using to attack us with, saying that we are a violent movement. And that's par for the course, because what else is their playbook other than project on us what it is they're doing to us, Matrixxx?
Right.
That's their move. And all these articles that we're going to talk about here are going to back that up.
Is there a step 5?
There's no step 5.
I love that. You know what? I want to give a hat tip to D. Landry out there in chat. Did you know that a concordat is a convention between the Holy See and a sovereign state that defines the relationship between the Catholic Church and the state matters that concern both?
Oh, interesting.
And we did point to 191, reading the snake. So this is what he's talking about. So this is about the Holy See, Shady. This is about agreements involving the Holy See. Oh my gosh, D. Landry This is amazing. This is why we dig together. This is a boom, guys. So check it out. So the Concordat is a convention between the Holy See and a sovereign state that defines a relationship between the Catholic Church and the state in matters that concern both. Shady, get me the post number for the Holy See Q post while I'm reading this. So the Catholic Church in particular, so the recognition and privileges of the Catholic Church in a particular country and with the secular matters that impact on church interests. According to P.W. Brown, the use of the term Concordat does not appear until Pontificate Pope Martin V in 1413 to 1431 in a work by Nicholas de Cusa entitled the Concordantia Catholica. The first Concordat dates from 1098. Remember, 1099 was a big date and time as well. And from the beginning, from the First World War, the Holy See signed 74 Concordats. Due to substantial remapping of Europe that took place after the war, the new concordats with legal successor states were necessary. The post-World War I era saw the great proliferation of the concordats in history. Although, for a time, at the Second Vatican Council, which ended in 1965, the term concordat was dropped and reappeared with the Polish concordat in 1993 and the Portuguese concordat in 2004. A different model of relations between the Vatican and various states is still evolving. In the wake of the Second Vatican Council Declaration on Religious Liberty, very, very interesting, Shady. You got that, Holy See?
Yes. 1021 and 1950.
1021, comma 1950. All right, Shady. Here we go. So, they're talking about U.S. Holy See relations. Concordat. Sounds like that fits the term, doesn't it, guys?
Concord.
The Holy See is a universal government of Catholic Church and operates from the Vatican City state, a sovereign, independent territory. The Pope is the ruler of both Vatican City state and the Holy See. The Holy See is, as the supreme body of the government of the Catholic Church, is a sovereign judicial entity under international law. Wealth, power, sanctuary against criminal prosecution, recipe for
disaster,
and what they're doing to children. So here it is. This is House of God, only the beginning. Those who you are taught to trust the most expect many, many, many similar reports to surface from around the world. It goes a lot deeper, connected. The choice to know will be yours. Q.
And that was the Pennsylvania ring that was busted up in mid 2018 or so.
Yeah. And Shady, my ex-girlfriend's child was baptized by one of those gross people. Whew. All right, Shady, why don't you take this one? Wow, this is huge, guys.
List the estimated wealth of religious organizations. Billions. Vatican Bank. 229 billion. Board of Superintendents. Supervisory Commission of Cardinals. Clown Connection. 1832. Rothschild loan to the Holy See. Where does that connect us back with? Connects us back to the trust. And this shows you a little bit of the meaning behind what it would be considered a maritime admiralty law in opposition to a common law per your Constitution. This is the parasite that sits atop your republic.
Wow. So it's a convention between Holy See and a sovereign state that defines the relationship between the Catholic Church and the state in matters that concept both, i.e. recognition of privileges of the Catholic Church in, oh my gosh, guys, that impact on other church interests.
Yeah, this is the structure which they contract under.
Right.
So they go in wherever the country, the church is everything. So
right.
The church, they make a contract, just like you would make a contract between two people for a job to do.
Yeah. This is huge, guys. I think D. Landry, wow. I think that's a boom, guys. That is a nice find. Jeff Boyd, trust sessions, trust, etc. Yes, trust, because we did that trust, and that's the antitrust, right? Trust and antitrust. Let me go ahead and get down here real quick, and let's just throw this in here for everybody to get, familiar with Concordat, I guess we would call it. Here we go, and Concord, so CONCORDE, or Concord, excuse me, and then CONCORDA. How do they spell that, Shady? DATE? DATE, yeah. Wait, let me just double check. Concordat, DAT. Wow. DAT. And then we had the snake. So what did we have? Snake. Poem.
When did we let the snake in the house?
Yeah. Snake poem. POTUS, at POTUS mentions
Think about it.
191.
We let the snake in the house.
Yeah, we did.
We let the snake in the house whenever the Holy See took over our government.
Yep. And then let's look at post 191
Before
again.
Lincoln.
I know. Wow.
So you guys got to understand this stuff. We know Lincoln was a puppet who got off the leash.
Right.
And they offed him. Because what was he trying to do? He was trying to circumvent them from doing exactly what they're doing right here that we're talking about now, which is the idea that you walk into the courtroom and you are pretty much guilty without saying anything, because you are not in holder of due course of your own contracts. Your name is an all capital letter name that is granted to the Holy See.
Right.
You're contracting with them personally.
Wow.
Without you're not.
All
Who's
right.
the trust?
So this is a call, this is a call for shovels, guys. There's the Twitter right there. I just dropped it. Get on it. Because, wow, Shady. That just blew me away. I'm sorry. Woo! Okay, so that's that. Let's get back into this, guys. But did you see this? This is huge right here. This is the big data from the New Hampshire, as Parscale reports, 52,559 tickets, Shady. 24,732 voters identified. 41% were from New Hampshire. 17, how many? 17% didn't vote in 2016. 17. Right? 17. Say it isn't so. And 1 in 4 were Democrats, guys. Trump supporters are as fired up as I've ever seen them. And I want to just point out new reporters. Let's check out this ABC report.
ABC News Chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl's at the president's rally and joins me now. Looks like a full house there right behind you. Just give us a sense of how enthused President Trump's base is, especially by his acquittal.
Lindsay, Trump supporters are as fired up as I have ever seen them. I mean, this rally is in an arena that I was at just 2 nights ago, Saturday night, at an event that included all of the major Democratic nominees, the candidates for the Democratic nomination. And we have a bigger crowd here by far just for Donald Trump than we had on Saturday for all of the Democrats. Some of these people were waiting out line starting yesterday. And trust me, Manchester, New Hampshire, it is cold, it is rainy, snow on the ground. They're waiting more than 24 hours, some of them, to come here. So yes, Trump supporters are very energized. You've got the impeachment acquittal, good news on the economy, and Democrats coming out of Iowa seem to be in disarray. They feel like they're on the winning side. And also, by the way, Trump's approval rating is at its highest level ever. But think about it, Lindsay, that approval rating is still, in the Gallup poll, 49%, less than half the country. So even at the high watermark, arguably for the Trump presidency, he has a tough battle ahead regardless of who the Democrats nominate.
Wow. Wow. That is huge, guys. So 1 in 4 people there were Democrats, Shady. And these guys are, what are they, caucusing today? What are they doing today? I have no idea. What are they doing today?
I think they are trying not to make a debacle number 2.
All right. Did you see this, Shady? At some point, it will not be safe for them to walk down the street. CPAC chair says Romney was uninvited because physical safety would be at risk. Huh? Right?
That's incredible to think about, like what, the momentum of, that's saying that 1 in 4 Democrats admit to being Democrats are there.
That's right.
There's X amount that won't admit it.
That's right.
So, I mean, what you're seeing is probably going to be something similar to what you saw in Iowa, which is an they couldn't even fill half that arena with every Democrat candidate for a debate.
Right.
And POTUS sold 52 or gave away 52,000 tickets the snap of a finger.
That's right. And
crazy.
It's amazing. I mean, there's so many Democrats coming over our way, Shady. It's crazy.
Walk away.
This
walk away movement is growing with Brandon Straka.
It is. And what's cool is that I posted this the night before, February 9th. And look at Donald J. Trump Jr. was talking about this last night. Here we go.
Faced the judge today, charged with driving a van through a voter registration tent with about a half a dozen Trump campaign volunteers inside. Now, thankfully, nobody was hurt. Reports say after the crash Saturday, 27-year-old Gregory Tim got out of the van, took video of the scene, made an obscene gesture at the volunteers, and sped off. Thankfully, no one was injured. He was quickly arrested and faces aggravated assault and criminal mischief charges.
Criminal mischief charges, aggravated assault, Shady. I mean, that could almost be damn near attempted murder, folks. Now, if you look at what the POTUS...
But it is attempted murder.
Yeah, I know. But they said criminal mischief, Shady.
I know.
And aggravated assault.
So teens again.
Yeah. So I wanted to point that out because let's go over to our friend and president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Hang on one second, guys. Let's go to DJT. What I thought was interesting is he was saying basically about the let me see, let me go back. It's down a little ways. Tough guys for Trump. This is awesome, guys. Let's just watch this real quick.
What the fuck? I'm so sorry. I ripped you out of that fucking car. You little shit. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Just be more careful next time, okay? Will do. Will do. Okay.
Bikers for Trump. That is a riot. That is a riot. Mike is a short ball. Very.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that hilarious, Shady?
I didn't see that before. Yes, that is hilarious.
I want to also show you that there was a post that he was talking. So Barr is talking to the sheriffs today. Donald Trump. See, look at this. Let me just refresh, guys. Donald Trump said that we need to retweet it. What was her name? The RNC chair retweeted her tweet and said, "Let me just make sure I get it here." Boy, he's on a roll today. Oh my gosh. 1 second, guys.
Offense?
No, it was...
He's on offense.
Oh, he's on offense, guys. Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
I love offense.
I mean, look at this.
We're driving the ball down the field.
It's crazy. He's going nuts. Oh, this is... Let's just play this. This is... let's play this again. This is iPot's video. Here we go.
It's a bit much. All we have is the letter, printed by the president personally. And
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Point it out.
Oh my gosh, that is a riot. How about that, guys? They will not be able to walk down the streets. Red pill report with a rabbit. Very interesting. Here's an Anon meme too. Shady, I didn't hear you.
I was saying he got Q+.
Yeah, he got Q+ for sure. Congratulations, iPod. I'm trying to find the actual. Here's another Anon meme, guys. They are retweeting, and this is the Anon interaction, in my opinion, as well. Here. Wrong about the impeachment hoax. No clue. It was not Kimberly Stossel. I'm trying to keep going. Maybe, gosh, there's so many tweets. I'm Brit Hume. Brit Hume, standing ovation for Trump as he introduced to the National Prayer Breakfast. Even Nancy Pelosi stands and applauds, and Trump uses the platform to renew complaints about impeachment. Call Dems to involve corrupt and politicians courageous. Republicans are courageous. I'm Brit Hume.
Nice report, Britt. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shady. Back to you. Anyways, I can't find it, Shady. I'm trying to find it. But basically, it was talking about the crash, of this Gregory Tim guy. And he said, we're going to do everything we can, talking about calling the sheriffs. And today we had Barr meeting with the sheriffs. And what I'm thinking is it's a Q proof. 2, back channels are important. Attacks will intensify. You attack only those who threaten you the most. So is the back channel the sheriffs? I wish I could find the tweet now, Shady. Because he's saying...
I wish I knew.
Say it again.
I was like, I didn't know exactly which one you were looking for. I could help.
Yeah, I mean, it was with the RNC head, and Donald Trump said, we can't do that. Like, people will be getting in trouble, basically. It's another very unfair situation. Great being in New Hampshire. Stock market record. Best economy. A lot of people. Wall Street, 95%. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. I can't. Rona McDaniel. Is that her name? Rona McDaniel. There she is. Let's go over her. Maybe we'll find it easier over here. Oh, and by the way, this what do you call it? The Bloomberg is a racist is tweeting. Oh my gosh, it's insane. So basically, she tweeted it. I don't know where it is, guys. I can't find it. Let me go see if the Discord folks got it. Did you guys get it? No. Okay. All right. So anyways, that's it. Basically, he was talking about that. Oh, thankfully, nobody was hurt. And it appears the motive attacked hardworking volunteers in Duval County. Rick had that. The POTUS retweeted it. Here's these unprovoked, senseless attacks on real Donald Trump supporters need to end. I want to echo the Duval County GOP in saying we will not be silenced by cowards, and these disgusting acts will only make us work harder to win in November. So this is what POTUS retweeted and said they're talking to all the sheriffs, basically, I believe. So that could be the back channels, the sheriffs. And as you know, the sheriffs have a lot of, a lot of pull, Shady.
The sheriffs are like the sheriffs are the president of your county.
That's right. Man, I wish I could find it. I don't know. I found it this morning, but he's tweeted like 1 million times since then. God bless our president. Look they said, good morning, Bloomberg racist, and they have a picture of Trump. They think that's going to make Trump a racist because he's with a racist. Mini Mike is a very short ball, very hitter. Tiny club, head speed, keep America great. You just can't make this stuff up, Shady. All right.
And he really does use a box, by the way.
Does he really?
Yeah, he really does use a box to stand on. He has a podium that has a shelf that slides out of the bottom of it, so he can stand on the damn thing.
Wow, that's amazing.
I didn't realize he was that short.
I don't need a box. Press 5 if you need a box. I'm just kidding. I don't even know. I think he's there to split the vote. I have no idea what's going to happen with this, guys. With this guy.
Nothing.
Bloomberg, yeah.
Million.
Also, let's look at this. Do you believe in coincidences? Here we go.
No.
I want to know really who are the 17%? Who are they? Who the hell are the 17%? Anybody in here from the 17%? Don't raise your hand. It may be dangerous. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. So I think I might have been in Washington 17 times in my life. 17, 17, and 17, 17, 17, 17. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, I'm 17, 17, 17,
How many?
17, 17. I spoke to him 17 minutes ago. I hung up the phone as you're coming in. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17. So you had 17 Republicans plus me. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, planning it for 17 years.
How many? 17, Shady. 17. Craziness, right?
That's a lot of 17s.
That's a lot of 17s. Also, let's check this out. This is amazing too. Here we go.
Now,
There are a lot of anons.
Russia and China both want to negotiate with us to stop this craziness of spending billions and billions of dollars on nuclear weapons. But the only way, until we have that agreement, the only thing I can do is create by far the strongest nuclear force anywhere in the world, which, as you know, over the last 3 years, we've very much upgraded our nuclear, but we're buying new. We have the super fast missiles, tremendous number of the super fast. We call them super fast, where they're 4, 5, 6, and even 7 times faster than an ordinary missile. We need that because, again, Russia has some. I won't tell you how they got it. They got it supposedly from plans from the Obama administration when we weren't doing it, and that's too bad. That's not good. But that's how it happened, and China, as you know, is doing it. So we have a tremendous $740 billion for military.
Wow. So all this stuff is happening. You see that? It's all happening. It is happening.
There's many habitants in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that's interesting. So yeah, we covered that. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's watch this again. This is live from the Iowa Democratic Party. Here we go.
Are signed not only by the precinct chair and the precinct secretary.
I'm sorry. I just can't. Oh, I just can't. Shady. Oh my gosh.
Can I help run the government?
Hey, we can count votes. We can't affix a sign to a podium, but we'll count all the votes. All right, Shady, let's go over these. This is the... Go ahead, Shady.
I was going to say they can't run a caucus and they can't run an investigation and they can't run a campaign, but they want to run the country.
Well, they can sure steal your money, though.
That takes a lot of money to not be able to do those things.
That's right. I mean, geez, Shady, these people are just so, like, what do you call it? Like, inept? Yeah, inept. So this is my thread. This is going to be my thread. The MSM is really hitting QAnon hard. Let's take a look at the articles. This will be my thread on this is what panic looks like. MSM constant attacks. Ask yourself why. Q. That's a Q post. Let's go. Here we go.
Let's go. They said, let's go. Charging forward. Boom, boom.
Let's go, guys. I love that. I don't know why. All right, so here we go, Shady. So this is the first one. This is what panic looks like. And Mike Rothschild think this is fair and balanced reporting. So what happens when QAnon seeps from the web to the offline world, Shady? And this is a New York Times article. A city council... Say it again.
How could it get? I was going to say, how could it get to the offline world?
I have no idea. Just maybe walk away from the computer and walk outside.
I thought it was Russian bots.
Oh yeah, beep boop bop. That's right, Shady. I forgot that was Russian bot.
Does that mean that the bots are out in public?
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Right? All right, so this is a city council member in California quoted a QAnon, a pro-Trump conspiracy theory about deep state traitors plotting against the president, concluding her remarks, God bless Q. A man spouting QAnon beliefs about child sex trafficking swung a crowbar inside a historic Catholic chapel in Arizona. What? Damaging the altar and then fleeing before it was arrested. How do we know that? Where's the sauce?
I don't. No sauce.
No sauce. Right? So here's a Trump campaign rally in Florida. People in Q t-shirts stopped by a tent to hear outlandish tales of Democrats secretly torturing and killing children to extract a life-ending chemical from their blood. Life-extending chemical from their blood. What began as an online more than 2 years ago as an intricate, if baseless, this is fair coverage, right? This is fair and balanced, right?
Well, they're not showing any Q posts.
Well, it's baseless, Shady.
But where's the Q post? It would be. Why are we talking about something that's baseless?
It's a conspiracy theory that quickly attracted thousands of followers. Actually, hundreds of thousands of followers, if you really want to get 35,000 or a million, actually, 35 millions of followers, Shady. Since it has found footholds in an offline world, QAnon has surfaced in political campaigns, criminal cases, merchandising, and at least one college class. Last month, hundreds of QAnon's enthusiasts gathered in Tampa, Florida to listen to speakers. Guess who was there, Shady? In the Hulk tricks.
I know who was there.
This is it here. I gotta take off my ad blocker. This is, how do they, you get ad blockers and they unblock your ad blockers. It's crazy. All right, so this is a battle to, oh wait, did it come up? There it is. This is it. This is actually, I'm on stage right there too. See me on the stage? That's so funny. I was a little nervous. Look at it. There we go. Met a lot of great people there, by the way. If you guys were there, go over there and, press. Let me know if you guys were there. Anybody in this chat was at this event? It was amazing. So this is the Great Awakening, one headliner said. Epstein, Assange, Hussein Obama, treason, execution, divinely inspired, Trump were some of the snippets that she saw, this lady. She's talking about the adrenaline as they piece together breadcrumbs. Making sense of their logic bends the brain, but QAnon followers report feeling an insider adrenaline as they piece together breadcrumbs. They first surged into public view at a Tampa rally for Donald Trump in 2018. Shows a few signs of fading. Oh, that's gross. Here's how to clean your earwax, guys. Trying to convince Democrats about Q would be useless. But Shady, how many people were at the New Hampshire rally that were Democrat? It was 25%. 1 in 4.
5%.
Yeah, 1 in 4.
1 in 4.
Yep. So there was a rally cry, "Where we go one," and the crowd yelled,
"We go all."
Yeah. Young man standing. This is in a Sheep No More shirt. I saw that shirt. It was awesome, by the way. Q claimed high-level clearance, and encrypted message boards dropped the code for Patriots to unravel from rambling, jargon-filled clues which keep coming. Followers have crafted a grand theory of universe that casts Trump as a hero. Plot lines differ, but most interpret it as the deep state dates back decades, corrupting every president since Ronald Reagan. They think Trump's election came against the deep state's will despite efforts to tank him with fake news. Now they believe Trump is waging a covert war against this shadow government with a storm of righteous justice on the way. They do not trust CNN, the Clintons, or the Bushes. They develop far-fetched explanations for critiques of the president. The Mueller probe, for instance, must actually be a cover-up to buy time for Trump-Mueller tag team effort to bring down villainous pedophile demon rats. But my favorite part is actually down here. It's the speakers That's Alyssa Gamble. See there's people. The Great Awakening, Q shirts. I let Feels Good Man T-shirt, Pepe. People with spread blankets in the dry glass. A toddler batted a plastic orange truck along the park sidewalk. Ambivalent spouses sat on shady benches. Shady. At the park's edges where the speakers didn't boom so loudly. Tourists pushed spin scooters down the sidewalk while a hulking man called the Matrixxx explained at crushing volume about his push to uncover a second shooter in Parkland. Well, there was. He bragged about QAnon spreading influence. Epstein didn't kill himself, came from us, he shouted. That's right, you brilliant Anons. You are the ones that did this. And yes, oh no, an orange truck, said Sovereign Steve. Mixed into the scene were a couple of proud conservative Latinos into minorities, but mostly the crowd was a collage of white faces and sunglasses and ball caps, men and women alike. So there you go. You can read that article. Mods will drop it in. We got it going. This is another one, Shady, from AP News. QAnon conspiracy creeps into mainstream politics, Shady, talking about a lot of the people that are running for Congress. Again, this is what panic looks like, folks.
Talking about pointing us to all the people we need to follow.
That's right.
And elect. That's
right. And here's another one, Shady, from the Rolling Stone. We covered this yesterday, I believe. Hulk tricks, because all you little Hulksters out there. Right, so we got that one. They're telling you who to follow, basically. And the QAnon believers are now running for Congress. I do believe there's a group in Brussels, Belgium, that do eat aborted babies, one candidate told the New York Times. Well, by the way, the Van Dyne family is the one that runs Planned Parenthood, and they absolutely are from Belgium. So I don't know if that's the facts matter, folks. This is what panic looks like. MSM constant attacks. Ask yourself why. QAnon conspiracy theory creeps into mainstream politics. Again, PBS, 4 a.m. talking points is what I'm guessing, right? What happens when they see it from the offline world? Again, ask yourself, this is what panic looks like. Why is QAnon making headlines now? And this is actually, I believe, a video. Let's check it out.
To subpoena witnesses and to push them under oath for full explanations about what they knew and when they knew it.
So do not recall may not work with John Durham.
No, it won't.
All right, well, Catherine Herridge, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
An online conspiracy theory has found momentum in the real world. QAnon began in 2017 and has since surfaced in political campaigns and even college classes. But what stands out most about the QAnon community is just how violent some of its trolls are. Our own CNET senior producer Dan Patterson is here. He's received death threats for his reporting on QAnon. Welcome, Dan. Great to see you. So let's start at the beginning. What exactly is QAnon, and why is it making headlines now?
Yeah, so Tanya, QAnon is an online conspiracy that alleges there is a deep state designed to take down Donald Trump, and there will be a great awakening and a storm where all the members of the deep state are rounded up and sent to a place like Guantanamo Bay. This originated on the online anonymous forum 4chan in 2017. It migrated to the even more toxic online forum 8chan in 2018 and was the inspiration, or the alleged inspiration, for many mass shootings, including Christchurch and El Paso.
How did it manage to sort of become so popular and spread to all of these non-online locales?
So we see the scale of social media, particularly the mechanics of social media. When I say mechanics, Tanya, I mean retweets, shares, likes. All of these spur algorithms to recommend content. Now, 8chan doesn't have any of these features. However, we see the mechanics of other social networks pointing back to 8chan.
And so at the end of the day, is this a dangerous movement?
Yeah, this is an incredibly dangerous movement, not just because we see an incredible volume, and I mean tens of thousands of tweets, Discord posts, 8chan messages, but we see an incredible amount of threats targeted at not just me, but other reporters, academics, and otherwise people who would be classified as dissidents or enemies of the current president. Now, I say enemies in their language, right, not my language.
So the thing about QAnon followers is many of them alleged to be patriots. However, they sort of seem to have a narrative that could, they promote a narrative that could disrupt the 2020 election, and in some cases seems to invite foreign interference. Is that problematic?
Yeah, in a lot of these messages and posts, we see a lot of dissidence. So we see peace, love, but we will execute those who we disagree with. And it should be said that although 8chan was taken offline after the El Paso shootings last summer, the site owner rebranded the site called 8kun and relaunched it, hosted in Russia. Many, including Fred Brennan, who is 8chan's founder and a source of mine, allege that, well, there's a reason. One of those reasons is that chaos is the point. They are designed, this is intimidation as a tactic, and it's designed to harass, again, in their words, enemies of the president offline. These, again, are not just journalists. They can be academics, they can be prominent Hollywood figures, but we see this mass migration of content and posts.
So how closely is law enforcement following all of this?
Law enforcement follows this incredibly closely. In fact, I speak with the FBI on a fairly regular basis about these. They say that, and Fred Brennan also of 8chan says about the same thing, there's about 20% sock puppets. These are inauthentic accounts probably used by Russians to stir the pot. There are also bots in there, but there's a significant portion of these accounts who are real, and they are fairly violent. So the last time I spoke with the FBI, which was fairly recently, they said, well, this particular death threat came from the suburbs of Houston, and this is someone who we have warned repeatedly about doing the type of actions that they did, issuing these types of threats. Again, this is not about me, but this is about journalists and other people who report in the media about the truth, not conspiracies, deliberately.
Wow, that's interesting. It just cut off there, but wow, huh?
Well, that was a big segment for your CBS there.
Yeah, the all-seeing IBS. Very interesting, right? What do you think? Notice they showed some interesting people there too, in my opinion.
I see a level of nervousness, and they talk about how dangerous it is. It is dangerous. It's very, the truth is very dangerous to your narrative lie.
Yep, and they are keeping an eye on it really close, because when I was at the Mar-a-Lago for America First, I was put in the same suite as Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, and Secret Service was all over the place. So apparently they're keeping an eye on me, Shady? Hello?
Hey, you got me?
Yeah. Did you just lose bandwidth there?
That's glitching out.
Yep, gotcha. But isn't that interesting? I mean, why would they put a Q guy in the same suite as Don Jr. in the presidential suite down there? And it's amazing. And I was able to meet everybody, and it was awesome. So they must have been really keeping a close eye on me, Shady.
Must have been dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Danger, Will Robinson. So here again, we're going to ABC News Go. QAnon conspiracy theory creeps into mainstream politics. These are your 4 a.m. talking points, guys. QAnon, a baseless conspiracy theory boasted by Trump, continues. Here we go. This is the Chi-Town Chicago Tribune. A baseless conspiracy theory boosted by Trump continues creeping into mainstream politics. So they kind of changed theirs a little bit. But very interesting, right?
They're writing the same story.
Right. Satanic, pedophile, cannibals. And, look at all the key words. So, Mike Rothschilds, I would say that you're right. This is really good coverage and fair. This is fair coverage. What do you guys think? Is this fair coverage? There's my Blacks for Trump friend. I got a picture with him at the Doral. There he is right there. He's a really bad guy, right? And next to him is a beautiful Q follower. MAGA Patriot right behind them. Creeps into mainstream politics, guys. Again, the ones that are creeping into mainstream politics, we're going to vet. We're going to have them on our show, hopefully. And we're going to, time to, ask them about what their beliefs are, because we need to make sure we get MAGA candidates in for 2020.
No more never Trumpers.
No more never Trumpers, right? Here's QAnon. Here's another one, Shady. This is mic.com. I've never even heard of it, but why QAnon, the wild Trump-era conspiracy, will never die? Why do you think that is, Shady?
Because we're telling the truth, and we already have broken the 10% seal, and there's no stopping it.
That's right. It will never die because the truth never dies.
It'll never die, just like the founders who founded your republic. Their ideas have never died either.
That's right. And this is Matthew Lusk. He's a Republican running for unopposed for a Florida congressional seat. Oh, unopposed. Love it. That being said, he believes that the group is in Brussels, Belgium, and they do eat aborted babies. And that's interesting, right? I mean, that's just his theory. That might be a little too much red pill to begin with to get people into the Q movement. But, these red pills are big. Let me tell you.
Some are bigger than others.
Yes, they are. So it's a far right message board. We don't have a label. We're not far right. We're not far left. We are individuals. We are anons, and we stand on our own. Why do they want to keep putting our labels on us, Shady?
Because if they don't label us, that means we're individuals, and if they're attacking an individual, it looks like they're punching down.
Yep. We also inspired multiple instances of violence, Shady.
Oh, yeah. The big inspiration. Yeah, we caused Christchurch.
And apparently the El Paso shooting as well, Shady.
It was actually streamed to Facebook.
Right. Oh, by the way, who let the bots out is what Tracy says. Who let the bots out? Who? Yeah, they streamed that. And by the way, the one that just happened that killed people recently was also streamed to Facebook, Shady.
Yes, it was. Not 8chan.
Nope.
But then, but how come after events happen, then all of a sudden there's a manifesto?
Right. Look,
the manifesto was supposed to come before the incident.
We just read this one that Councilwoman Pam Patterson of San Juan Capistrano, California, quoted here. We become divided, we become weak. We elect traitors to govern us, and that's so true. Wow.
And aren't we proving that we elected traitors to govern us by the actions of Hunter Biden and Joe Biden's brother and sister and the whole nepotistic family?
Right.
And then then what do we have? What did we listen to yesterday? What was Mike Pompeo saying to the governors yesterday? Oh, ye who sold us out, we know of.
That's right.
So they did sell us out, and all of these quote unquote repeaters in your news. Well, there's a big list of them in the Q drops, so I do understand why they're nervous.
That's right. And here's the bleach one. We forgot a couple, but thread's still open. Shady, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that it's more so than people are aware of, that this is a very large group of people now who see the truth and who cannot be fooled. Once it's like riding a bicycle. Once you've learned the truth, you're not going to go back to thinking the way that you thought prior to this. And we saw that bigly last week with the impeachment and what C-SPAN. I like to catch C-SPAN every now and again, and people are not happy with the Democrat Party.
That's right. They are not happy.
Who are these people, and why do you think that these people are relevant? We have a whole country full of potential candidates who can stand up for what we believe in. Maybe they can't beat Trump, but at least they're representative of what the party is. And they're like, who are these people? They don't speak for anyone in the party anymore.
That's right.
None of them do.
None of them.
They don't.
I mean, they don't have anything, Shady. And basically so far Trump's uncontested as well. I don't see anybody that can beat him. I mean, could you imagine Pocahontas on the stage with him, Shady? I mean, seriously, anybody? I mean, could you imagine Biden?
There's going to be something come out of left field, dude. There's going to be something that we don't see. I don't know if it's going to be her or it or whatever you want to refer to. There is something in the works, because there's no way they could go in months with this charade, because we're getting ready. We're not too far away from Super Tuesday. South Carolina and Nevada coming up real soon. I heard Joe Biden has already left New Hampshire, so he knows he can't make a showing there. So they're really left with absolutely nothing on the whole front.
Right.
There's nothing they can do.
That's right. I mean, this is amazing what we're seeing. I mean, I think he would make Elizabeth Warren cry, Shady.
Well, that she can't take the Bernie Sanders says that she's lying.
Right.
Which she probably was lying. I mean, the lady is such a...
Dude, she has not lied. Where's Elizabeth? Show me where Elizabeth Warren has lied.
Well, she went to Harvard. 1024th Indian.
Oh my God, I know. It's so crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's crazy.
But the media...
They don't want to talk about it.
That's a conspiracy.
They protect her. All right, so Shady, we also had this... I don't know if we can actually play it, though, because what if they get us on copyright? I'm just going to let you guys listen to it. It's actually very funny. I kind of laughed at it. They actually followed me to Burn's Steakhouse, saying that I went to Burn's Steakhouse because I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. And they laughed about it. And it was interesting, too, because they were following me around, Shady. And what they don't know is that my buddy who was with me is the one that... got me dinner. There's no way I could afford Burn's Steakhouse. And that was his like little gift to me, right? And I really thought that was amazing. We had a great time. But I'm going to just leave this guy. If you guys want to, it's actually funny, Shady. I kind of laughed at it.
Oh, they were having a good time over there. They thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. And I kind of can see some of their points on some of the things. Like when we go red pilling, Shady, we kind of need to be careful at how extreme we go, in my opinion. If you're going to represent the Q and our POTUS, you got to start slowly with people. You just can't start saying they eat babies.
Right.
Right. Or you're a Palladian meme maker. So in fact, I kind of agree with these guys in certain ways, because I wouldn't really go after that as they would, I don't know how to explain it, Shady. How would you explain it? I mean, we need to have when we have these red pill events, we need to have more of a plan and a flow.
Well, everybody wants to say salacious things as opposed to red pill. It's
right.
A big difference.
Right.
Saying something that is salacious is not red pilling.
Yeah. Shadowlight Kekistan says, like, temper your words. Basically, just start, they start with Trump is a racist. Yes, Mike, I get that. But telling people about adrenochrome or whatever isn't where you start, in my opinion. Is it?
No.
Or do we start about the corruption and, their own party, stealing our country and, all of that stuff? You understand? Like, do you get it? Shady. I mean,
more shallow than that. We simply start at the 2016 election.
Yeah.
Not a conspiracy anymore. The Russia Mueller hoax. It's not a conspiracy that Mueller is a fraud. He was a fraud. It's not a conspiracy that it was a witch hunt. It was a witch hunt. It's not a conspiracy that there was exculpatory evidence withheld from the investigation. It's not a conspiracy that Michael Flynn was targeted and attacked and came after because he was opposing Obama administration deep state maneuvers.
Yep.
It's not a conspiracy that Seth Rich did die. It's not a conspiracy that there's no way Russians could have gotten the information out of the DNC server in said hack time. Okay, these things are real and they're on the surface, and it can easily be talked about and shown to wake people up. And you're not trying to tell anybody anything. And I say this over and over. You're not going to tell anybody a darn thing. You have to say things in your words that allow their mind to want to go find for themselves. Like all you beautiful people in the chat out here right now. 9 out of 10 of you went and looked for yourself. You found yourself. Then you came back around like, whoa, that is some cray stuff right there. Then you dig deeper. You go further in the rabbit hole and start to see what's really going on in the worldwide human trafficking. Remember, we are saying human trafficking is the same thing as slavery. They're just using a different term. It isn't any different. That is the same exact thing. So whenever they laugh at us and say, oh, they think that there's a worldwide human trafficking, go to any other country.
Yeah.
Go to, have you ever seen the movie Taken? This stuff is real. That it is not, you go to Costa Rica and South America, this stuff is happening out there, guys. It's happening within our borders. So yes, there are this huge area of salacious things that we can say. But if you pull yourself back into your skin a little bit and talk calmly with people and ask the direct questions, like Matrixxx says, truth is never told, it's learned. You learn the truth whenever you decide you want to know, but you cannot awaken someone with salacious content. It doesn't function that way. As a matter of fact, you run them off.
Absolutely. And you know,
give them fodder to make fun of you.
And there's something that we need to understand too, is that, you know, somebody says, let's start with 9/11. Well, 9/11 is one of the biggest thing that they put in they've hooked this into people's psyche, that as soon as you start talking about 9/11, guess what?
You're a truther.
Yep.
And that's derogatory. Now, I remember in the 90s, whenever the early 2000s, whenever they started this stuff about you're a truther. You know, that's the level of a conspiracy theorist. A conspiracy theorist was to throw you off the scent of JFK. A truther is to throw you off the scent of 9/11.
Right. And, you know, I actually listened to that as well. The recording that I dropped in there for you. I listened to that and I learned what I need to do differently as well. As far as like how I flow and how I start. You know, what we need to remember, I mean, you can just start with, you know, people want to know, you know, what is Q? And, you know, basically it's very simple. It's, you know, 10 months after President Trump inauguration, somebody named Q arrived on the scene, right? Q claimed to be an intelligence insider, perhaps U.S. military intelligence, and it was actively helping the president. Q selected an off-the-beaten-path communication channel, obviously that is free as well. So you will see things that you may not like, but it's an off-the-beaten, free, you know, freedom of speech communication channel. And they began dropping the intel crumbs for curious anons like us, you know, you and me, to start investigating. And these crumbs would add up to be the greatest public intelligence drop in the history of the world. But the Q's purpose is to support our president and expose the lies, corruption, and evil that plague this world. It's very simple, right? Q's purpose basically is to wake up patriots, for the worldwide to see through all of the lies that the MSM has you know, programmed us with, right? And take back the power that rightfully belongs to the people, like the sheep no more. This is the Great Awakening. It terrifies the old guard, as we see right here. We just went through all these articles, right? And it terrifies them, and we will do everything we can to stop it. You know, and they are going to do everything they can to stop it, but they are losing, Shady, and they're losing badly. And this is what panic looks like, Shady.
Yeah, it is what panic looks like. I saw a comment by DV, but many folks on the left know the official narrative about 9/11 is false. That is absolutely true. And not only that, but most of the people on the left understand that the drug war against cannabis is bogus, and most people on the left understand that the vaccine rhetoric is bogus. So you see that we have these commonalities with people who are on the other, quote, side of Trump. They see the president as an establishment candidate, and that's their perception. That's what they've been fed. But there is a large portion of the left-leaning minded Americans who understand exactly that. They understand 9/11 was bogus. They understand that plants should not be illegal, and they understand that vaccinations are the root cause of, you know, what is it, 3 in 100 kids now being autistic. So we have commonalities. It's just a matter of humbling yourself, backing yourself off, pulling yourself back from the need to share, and slowly drip the information. Remember, red pilling with watermelons doesn't work. And this is similar to what Matrixxx is trying to explain, that, you know, people, some of the folks at that were there at the Red Pill Roadshow were media people looking to smear us. Yeah. So we have to speak with that in mind. That is that's the truth of our movement. That's the truth of who we are. And it's also a big deal whenever people come to Q that are new. They see that chasm. They're like, oh, wait, I've been, you know, looking at this QAnon stuff from MSNBC and NBC. They're telling me it's baseless and it's right wing. But here, look, this is American patriots wanting to stand up for America. And they're talking about the takeover of the Fed and the stealing of our wealth. That's the same exact thing that POTUS is talking about.
That's right. And it absolutely is. It is. And, you know, people, you know, it's, I find the commonality too, like, you know, what is their why would they fight, right? They don't like, for example, homelessness and hunger, and they're donating to, Red Cross and stuff, and maybe start there. And, well, did you know about ask them the Socratic method, the questions, right?
Right. That's exactly right. The Socratic method is what Q has turned us on with. That's the method he used to show us our strength and power in being able to find this stuff on our own and find channels and friends and people that we can work with that are interested in the same thing and begin to come together to cause the mainstream media to write thousands and thousands and thousands of articles, man, and news stories. And look how much print has been put out by the mainstream news about Q. It's staggering when you step back from the last year and a half of how many times they've written, and every one of them negative.
Everyone.
They all agree.
Everyone.
Just isn't that interesting how the mainstream news all agree and QAnon people mostly all agree?
That's right. That's right. And
parallel reality.
Eric Frog likes that. This is I even had this before Q movement. The truth is learned. It is never told. And it's so true. I mean, people can tell you facts and lay them down in front of you until we get to Washington D.C. Boom, here's all the facts. Boom, 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 boom. But until
I'll say it fixes right into you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Right. So what your goal is just to get one little, hey, why don't you look it up on your own?
Yes.
Why don't you look it up? Just one thing, not a whole deep state drinking blood, pop, 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 all the stuff, JFK Jr., all the stuff that people are saying, right?
Just stand up and say, prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong. Just find one thing that you can get with them and say, hey, look, did you know that, there's been a lot of, corruption with the Clinton Foundation? Why don't you go look it up yourself?
What happened in Haiti? Look at what the president and the people from Haiti said about what happened with the Clinton Foundation money. They're on record in public saying exactly what they did to them there.
Yeah,
it's not hidden.
Yeah, Mantis Mike does bring up a good point because I use that a lot. The Building 7. That Building 7 video where it's actually still standing. She's like, the Solomon Brothers Building 7, just to collapse, and it's still over her shoulder. That is a good one to start. But remember, 9/11 is an anchor that has been put in many people's minds to say, oh, well, you followed Alex Jones, or you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're a truther. So I don't really start with 9/11, even though I knew about 70 people that died that day.
Yep, it's not a good place to start. It's a great place to lead to, but it's not a good place to start if you're starting cold with someone that has no idea. They cannot grasp it, guys. You have to be able to put yourself. Listen, if you are thinking about red pilling someone, put yourself immediately back in the position that you were in before you had taken one damn red pill.
Yeah,
literally. Go all the way back to the moment before you knew any of this stuff and approach the person like you were. Not like you are, not like what you know. Approach the person from the perspective that you were in before you knew anything about any of this stuff. That's how you get to them. That's how you say, look, this is what woke me up so long ago is a future conversation. But today, what we can show is I don't understand why the president didn't have due process. I don't understand why his lawyers weren't allowed to participate for 71 out of 78 days of process. I don't understand why we couldn't call whichever dang witness we wanted to call. I mean, if we want to call, if you want to call the president of Mogadishu, then we should be able to call him. I mean, who do we need to call? It doesn't matter. This is a contrived conversation. And within the Cube movement, we have been granted stewardship, Matrixxx. We have stewardship here.
Yeah.
It's not information. It's stewardship.
Handled with care.
That's right. It's stewardship of a reflection that is, what do we want? We want a republic. We want our freedom. We want our ability to pursue happiness. We want our money to be valued on something real, not a fiat global banker, convoluted scenario. Those are real things that most Americans will get on board with if you find a little spot where they don't understand. It's not about sensationalism. Q is not sensationalistic.
That's right.
It isn't. It's subtle, and it's beautiful, and it's all encompassing, and there's literally not one aspect of your life that this does not affect. Not one.
That's right. Ed Shady, real quick, the Patriot pin. Hey, thank you for coming in today. One lucky person who buys 3 or more of these beautiful gold Q pins will get a free Q flag pin from his stash. We sold out of these things, guys. So, yeah, check that link out right there. You buy 3, you will get, I mean, look at that. 3, that's 15, that's like what, $17? Guys, you get a free Q flag pin that is about $17, so that's a great deal. Yeah, also don't forget, we do have redpillliving.com/inthemate, Jackie, MATRIXXX, in the Matrix, right there. That link was cut off, Jackie, just so you know. But we do have Red Pill Living. Shady, I mean, did you see that we have premium coffee here, guys?
We do. We have coffee for auto ship, and we just actually were talking with Dustin the other day. I think they're getting ready to have a bunch of new products come onto the platform, and this is really exciting because this is you get coffee, and we get a little bit of help, and it's just.
Yeah, you get coffee, we get coffee. You know, basically, right?
We get coffee. We're all awake.
Yeah, exactly. And look, so this is stuff that you buy every day. So I would love for you guys to maybe go ahead and try it. Pick one up. There's a half-calf blend, house blend, Peruvian coffee, like what LK bought us today. Thank you, LK. French roast, Italian roast, a bunch of them. Cowboy blend, Costa Rica. Just, you know, a lot of great coffees. Check them out. And if you like them, you know, put them on your auto ship. And remember, if you put Matrixxx, MATRIXXX, you will get 10% off. Also, free shipping on orders of 45 or more. So this is the Great Awakening premium quality coffee, guys. What a great way to wake up with the Great Awakening.
What a great way to help Patriots. I mean, you know, I really love the concept of the Red Pill Living, and this site is getting ready to grow a lot because I feel like Dustin has an amazing vision. And you know what his vision is a way to support Patriots, a way to support the alternative media, so that we're not being, you know, stifled by YouTube or the other platforms. Like this is a way that Patriots can put up their products that they want to sell, and Patriots can buy those products and support alternative citizen investigative journalism at the same time. I just love the concept. I think it's brilliant.
Look at this, Shady. They got Keurig cups too, man.
Yes.
That's awesome. So I'm going to get mine. This is the Great Awakening. I've got a Keurig, and I think I'm going to get some of this, maybe. You know, but if you guys, free shipping, $45 or more, so you would get free shipping on this coffee, and in the Matrixxx with 3X's. Oh, well, maybe with the 10% off. But look at the auto ship, you get the 10% off as well. So you could get, oh my gosh, this is a great deal, guys. Go check it out. redpillliving.com/intheMatrixxx. I said it says Matrixxx was SB2 compromised. Not that I know of. I said it.
Nope. SB2 is rolling.
In fact, let's go over to SB2. There is a new SB2 person. He's a personal friend of ours, Shady and I. He's amazing. So LK Dark to Light is doing some amazing decodes on Twitter. In fact, Sue, if you're there, could you drop LK Dark to Light's PayPal as well? He does this for free, guys, and he's not monetized. They won't let him monetize right now. He's trying to fight it and get it. He now has 12.3 thousand subscribers. When we first started running into him, it was what, only 5,000 subscribers? So LK, 12.3 thousand subscribers. Congratulations. And let's look at this, Shady. Let's watch this video.
Hey everyone, before I get into this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to intheMatrixxx and Shady Grooove. These two guys have been so supportive of me and welcoming. It's incredible. They're an amazing group of people, so if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to them. The link to their channel will be in the description box below. When I first got into Q, I found Serial Brain 2 right away, with Q1340, which linked us directly to Serial Brain 2. What really made me fall in love with his work is the Q Cult series. I must have read every post 20 times before I decided to make that first video. I honestly did not think I would make it past 1,000 subscribers, but Serial Brain 2 linked to my channel in multiple articles, which made a big difference and really helped my channel grow. I try and bring my own symbolism in my videos. The phrase dark to light always stuck with me. Sometimes I will make scenes showing their evil symbolism, and other times I will make my own. I also do things like show churches in my videos, and to be honest, I don't agree with a lot taught in churches. But for me, that's the easiest way I can symbolize faith. Before Serial Brain 2, I was distant from God, but deep down in my heart, I knew him, and now I know he was watching me, guiding me. I don't think I would be here now without his help. I also wouldn't be here if it weren't for Serial Brain 2. How can I repay someone who has taught me so much? I can't, but I can show my gratitude. So Serial Brain 2, if you're listening, thank you so much. And this is why, despite the attacks and threats against me, and even against Matrixxx for simply supporting me, I will never stop supporting and making content with Serial Brain 2's words. I know I am slow compared to others, and trust me, I wish I could put them out faster for you, but life doesn't allow it. But I am here for you, and that is my main point of this video. Every single one of you here is what's important. It doesn't matter if you are white, black, or brown, or if you're a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew. You are all beautiful. You all have beautiful souls. God loves each and every one of you. Always let him in your heart. And with that, here's a teaser of part 2 of the Cult 93 series. Enjoy.
Amazing. Thank you, Dark to Light. And that's the true, that what his words, the last ones, the words that he said, Muslims, Christians, Jews, color, it doesn't matter. Where we go one, we go all. Very well done, Dark to Light. Thank you so much. Thank you, I said it. I appreciate that. And yes, we've been under severe attack for this, just so you know. So what did that make me do? Made me have to go look into Gematria, and I'm telling you, it's a very simple thing to do. In fact, let's just do a quick you go to GEMatrixx, matrix.org, right? And let's go do one together real quick. So we're going to go to GEMatrixx, and I just actually, if anything, right, it kind of is like, wow, are there comms? It really is interesting. So let's go to a POTUS tweet. Let's go to real Donald Trump, okay? And let's look at one. Oops, I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to select them. Real, R-E-E-A. There he is. There's our guy right there. There's our president. And you know, Q says it's about it's about the comms. Learn the comms and numbers. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are Q posts. 4, 10, 20. That is Gematria, guys. So let's insert this phrase. And we're going to pick drain the swamp. And let's calculate it. Now, what you do is if there's something that is God in the post, you will use Jewish Gematria. But apparently, I've learned that we only use the simple Gematria if and it equals 151. So let's scroll past here, go down to... so here it is. So you kind of look at all of these and see, you know, what might pop. You know, so we're doing drain the swamp. So let's see what drain the swamp. It's usually again like your feeling, and it'll jump out at you, right? Like, what could it be? Drain the swamp. Jesus is Lord. That's interesting, right? Heaven is the goal. Lord's Prayer, you know, blasphemy defeated. So you just kind of look to see what it is, and I'm not going to tell you what to you guys have to figure it out. You guys have to find out what it means to you and get good at it, I guess, because there is messages there. Also, if you don't, I think you can go down here and load more results. One really didn't fit to me, but look at this. Let's see, that's Jewish, so we want to go here. A day of judgment, and drain the swamp would be a day of judgment. So I kind of might That jumped off the page to me, you see? So that could be a message that they're sending to us. Shady, do you have any comments on this?
No, I would just to say that this is a very interesting technique that has been being used for long before we had words.
Right. Revolution. Look at that. Drain the swamp. Revolution. Lexington and Concord. See?
Words and numbers aren't the same. They correlate, but they're not the same. We talk in words. The universe functions in numbers.
That's right.
And I think part of the wave of attacks that are out there right now are simply because we're not ignoring this like everyone else.
That's right. Well, I never really, I love Serial Brain. Like War Drummer did a great job, and We Know did a great job. I really watched a lot of those, but I kind of lost track of watching them until we met our good friend LK. And those occult class series, oh my gosh, they're amazing. He's done some amazing graphics on it, and Serial Brain is working with him as well. So I believe he's going to be your new Serial Brain guy. And Serial Brain is, we respect him an awful lot. He's always respected us. That's been like the gematria. I've always been like, well, that's, Serial Brain. Go to Serial Brain and him. He's the one that teaches you that. He's the one that does that. Because I never really understood it. Because I think, we all have our missions. But there's a time and a place when I start getting attacked by, with Paysur stuff. We're getting attacked by that. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I need to look more into it. So that's what drove that thread. Now I'm getting attacked for supporting Serial Brain 2 for whatever reason. And I'm like, well, maybe I need to look into that too. So I've kind of looked into it and done a few tests, and I'm doing some, Blessed to Teach. Also, I love Dark Brain. Thank you for reminding me. Rick is an amazing person as well. Rick does do SB2, and he does a good job. But if you would like the cool graphics, right, like with the like what And We Know did, even better now with LK Dark to Light. That's it. I mean, that's something that I think we'll check it out. So Andy Social, following Gematria for about a year. We are united, absolutely. Thanks, my pleasure. Dark Brain, you rock. So thank you guys for being here. I want to also thank I Said It for the $10. Thank you so much to support this show. You guys are amazing. And Alice says, I love Shady Groove history teaching. No, SB2 channel is not And We Know Chatelet. It's LK Dark to Lake. And We Know does not do Serial Brain anymore.
Thank you, Alice.
Yes, Alice. Yeah, she's awesome. ToughNet, they took God out of their platform. In the Matrix of Concord is a contract between Vatican and state. Why did they separate church and state in the U.S. courts? Ooh, that's a great question too, right?
Because church and state was separated when your Constitution was written.
Yeah.
That was way before the Vatican took over your state.
Yeah. Chatelet, yes, got both. Yeah. So remember War Drummer did it? Obviously Rick has been doing it as well, so I don't want to leave Rick out because he's good to us as well. But War Drummer, then And We Know, and for whatever reason, he's not doing it anymore, Chatelet. Also, when I started saying, hey, LK is doing it, And We Know has blocked me for whatever reason. So interesting. Yes, Blessed to Teach. That's right, D. Laundry. Yes. So that's it.
Just to go back for a second, the separation between church and state, the reason that you have a separation of church and state was because your country was being designed by people who were running from the church.
Right. That's right.
I don't understand why this is hard for some folks to understand. We were trying to get away from the church, and now we're submerged in the whole architecture and theory of the church again, which is control everything and don't allow any truth to be talked about. Mm-hmm. So the Constitution was set up to separate the church's control over the state, and then the state came in and took over, the money came in and took over the church, and then the church inserted itself, pried the money into your system, causing us to be in a system currently where the church dictates what it is you see and hear. So that's the reason for your Constitution, is to separate the church and state, and the reason for the Second American Revolution is to do it again.
Right, and Blaze Johnny said everyone needs to read the Act of 1871. In fact, he's absolutely right. That's how they created the shadow government. There's two governments, Shady.
That's exactly right. There's two constitutions.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
There's a difference between an inalienable right and an unalienable right. Look it up.
And there's a difference between of and for, too.
Some are verbs and some are nouns.
Right? Exactly. And, it's supposed to be these United States of America, not the, which our POTUS still does use the United States of America because that's actually what the trust is called. But he's taking it from the bloodlines, bringing it to you via Shady's birthday. What's Shady's birthday, Shady?
12/21. The U in United being lowercase is your real constitution.
Right. And so that's the executive order that takes corruption and crimes against humanity and puts it right into the Treasury. In fact, we have new news right now that the Secret Service is now going back under the Treasury, guys. That's huge. They're no longer Homeland Security.
So is the Fed.
So is the Fed. Yep. And that's why we're going to, quote unquote, restructure. We're going to just move it right under the Treasury where it should be according to the Constitution. Yes, all caps, Blaze Johnny. Corporations yes, so your all cap name is your straw man, right?
Right.
No, it's not. Oh, no. Shh. Stop it. We got to go now, Shady. We're out. Much love to you guys. What do you think, Shady? What a great show. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Shady, did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed every second of it, my friend.
I did too.
Back tomorrow with you guys.
I mean, you guys are the most red-pilled audience out there. We love you guys very, very much. Thank you very much, Shady Groove, for your time and your effort put into this movement. Thank you guys out there. D. Landry, thank you for that concordat. That was interesting, and I think it's a big boom. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow on Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Get over to intheMatrixx.com, and that's with 3 X's. Get over there. Please support us with the Patriot pin. Please support us also with, we got gear. We got Teespring stuff. Get on underneath this video. There's a link to it. We got a Patreon. We got this cool YouTube group here, right? Join it. And then you can get the QAnon Plus. You can come over and talk to us over in Discord, guys. We love it. Amazing Patriots. We love you. Shady Groove. Peace out, my brother. Peace out to all you red-pilled beautiful Anons, and thank you to the wonderful mods. We love you. See you tomorrow. Peace.